Let's jump to the third quarter, continuing our talk of the greatest players in each position.
Let's go.
Today we are talking about the greatest power forwards of all time. Before we declare number one, I have a question. Can Karl Malone challenge for the number one?
No.
Really?
No, he cannot.
Absolutely. And I love him. He's a La Tech guy.
Great player,
Great
but
player.
he's not the fundamental.
All right. Number one,
No.
Tim Duncan.
Yes, sir.
The big fundamental.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, a top 10 player of all time,
Absolutely.
period.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I agree.
he's way up there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
His leadership,
Yeah, he's
his
complete package.
automatic jump shot.
Oh, the runner too. Oh, I forgot.
His
He
runner.
had like 4 moves that was like perfection.
Right. Because every one of them was the right fundamental. It had the right technique.
Yeah.
And boy, young Tim Duncan. Woo. Boy.
But that was when he could run a little bit
Right.
too, right? I remember that.
Man.
I remember that he could run a little bit
Early
back in the day.
2000s?
And then his face that he had in 14 when he would just win. And
But
his-
see, I like 04, 05, 06 Duncan, where he was just,
Yeah.
man, he was woof. When the Lakers used to play him, I was like, get the ball out of his hand. Don't let him catch the ball. It was, man.
he'd catch it, he'd go up,
Yeah.
it looks perfect. You know it's going in every single time.
Except when Derek Fisher did.
Right there, the point forward. But no. So Tim Duncan, he's like the example of someone you want in a relationship, man. That dude was loyal.
Oh, yeah.
Super loyal.
Best teammate.
Between him and Dirk, those guys.
And he, honestly, I don't think he cared any about the fame or any of it.
He didn't. He did
Because
not.
he left at 19 seasons.
Left
Who
at
leaves at 19 seasons? You could have played one more,
And he didn't announce it.
and
Sorry,
the way
go ahead.
he did it,
Yeah.
he was just, I'm out.
Yep.
Didn't say anything.
Yep. Because he definitely would have had a farewell tour.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I agree, but that last season watching Tim Duncan started to get a little difficult. Do you remember that last season of Tim Duncan?
Yes, but I mean that's why he did what he did. He's
Yeah.
just like,
I was
just
happy
like,
he went out the way
Peace.
he did. I really was.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
peace. All right, Lamar.
Karl Malone?
We're talking about Karl
Oh
Malone?
yeah, man. In my opinion, the best guy as far as on the receiving end of a pick and roll.
Tell me about that 03-04 season when he came over to the Lakers.
You know, Gary Payton. They went to the finals, and they
How
lost
did-
to the Pistons.
They got smacked.
Larry
By-
Bird.
But they went to the finals, and
Larry
a lot
Brown.
of teams can't say that. So I don't care. We went to the finals because we're the Lakers, and he's a great player.
See, the Celtics don't celebrate trips to the finals. We only
I know, because y'all ain't been to the finals in a minute, right?
All right. So let's continue our talk on Karl Malone.
Yeah, good player, great player.
I think he's way up there.
Yep. One of the many players that didn't win a ring because of Jordan.
Yeah.
Didn't win. He would have won two.
Oh yeah, for sure. They would have won
back
two
to back.
Yes, absolutely.
Stockton and Malone.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The original pick and roll. No.
Oh.
Yes? Maybe not the original.
Not original,
I think
but
the best.
The best,
The
yeah.
The best pick and roll.
Certainly the best. Not
Yes.
the original, but certainly the best.
Absolutely.
Probably the two best players of all time to not win a championship. They would certainly be
Yeah.
Up there,
considered.
they're up there, yeah, for sure. For sure.
They're certainly the best duo to never win a championship.
For sure, yeah.
And all because of one freaking little Michael Jordan.
Hey, ain't no little. It's
He
Michael,
could've- he
it's
could've-
Michael Jordan.
He should have kept playing baseball, giving them other guys a chance to win
Like,
something.
yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
So,
Yeah.
Jeremy, who are we talking about?
Kevin McHale.
I mean, you don't have to go down the list. You can take a pick of any of them.
No, I'll go
You
Kevin
talking
McHale.
about Kevin McHale?
Yeah, I'll talk
All
about
right,
Kevin McHale.
go ahead. Talk about Kevin
The man
McHale.
was
Talk to him.
The man was a low post machine.
He had.
That's all I can say.
Giving you the
Bro,
business.
like,
Give you the business.
Well, I said post moves. He
Right.
had a post
Yeah,
move.
that up
He
and
did the
under
same
was-
thing
It didn't
every
matter.
single time.
you
He
couldn't
said,
stop it.
That was it, and it was in every time.
Couldn't stop it.
man, that dude. Because
Now-
I was gonna say, I actually did a poll, and I'm like, why are not a lot of people putting Kevin McHale up there?
Do you know
Like,
why? Because he was on the bench for half of his career. He came off the bench half of his career. That's why I consider him the third greatest Celtic of all time.
He was tough though, man. He brought that team some toughness.
I don't know if you heard what I just said. I feel like you would have reacted to
The
it.
third best Celtic.
The third best Celtic of all time, I think, is Kevin McHale.
Yeah, because Bill Russell and Larry Bird.
The fourth best Celtic of all time is Kevin McHale.
You
Yep.
put Paul Pierce
Yep.
over him.
Yep.
Putting Paul Pierce over
Yep.
Kevin McHale.
I sure am.
Oh, you're
I sure
man
am.
out of ooh.
No. Can I explain? Can I explain? Can I explain? Because Paul Pierce, I don't want to get into this, but Paul Pierce is the second leading scorer for the Celtics.
So?
He's way up in all of the numbers. Okay. Kevin McHale came off the bench for half of his career. I think as a player overall, if I'm ranking it, listen. See, it makes sense in my head a little bit, but if I'm ranking like the top 50 players of all time, I would put Kevin McHale ahead. But I think that overall, Pierce was the better Celtic. Does that make any sense?
What? Okay. How can Kevin McHale not be the perfect Celtic? He's coming off the bench. He works hard. It's not like he's a great athlete. He just outdoes you mentally every game because he's done his homework. He knows what move he's gonna do. You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. It doesn't matter. That's a Celtic. You know it. I know it. Kevin McHale is better than Paul Pierce. Don't start with this nonsense because he belongs in the top power forwards to ever play the game. Your man Paul Pierce does not belong in small forwards to ever play the game. I'm sorry. You know it. I know it. So stop. Stop it.
I think he belongs in the conversation.
Oh
As we discovered last year, I don't think he's last week, I don't think he's top 10, but he's just outside of it.
Kevin McHale is top 5 power forwards to play the game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch.
All right.
Let's you gonna put him in the rankings.
Let's move on.
Watch.
Let's move on. Kevin Garnett.
Oh yeah.
Bad man.
The dirtiest talker.
Big ticket.
He loved him some Honey Nut Cheerios.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
stop
it.
it. No,
Don't do that to him. They see, you know, and they don't do that
What?
to Mello. You know,
I was just saying.
Melo's been having some issues.
Bro, I love eating
Apparently.
Honey Nut Cheerios. That's why I like Kevin Garnett, because he likes eating Honey Nut Cheerios. He was also, when he was in Minnesota, he was
Censor! Where's the censor?
He was untouchable. He was untouchable in Minnesota. 2004, he won the MVP.
I'm sorry.
He was untouchable. You couldn't beat him. Then he comes over to the Celtics. He leads he helps lead that team to a championship. If it wasn't for an injury, he would have had another he would have had a better shot at another championship, whatever. Okay. I think Kevin Garnett is absolutely top 5.
Absolutely.
Well, not only that, but Minnesota, Kevin Garnett was he was doing everything for that team.
Yes.
There was one playoff series. I can't remember who was playing, but he literally was the point guard because the point guards were in foul trouble. He would take the ball up, pass to somebody else, only to get it back, and that was their offense. I was like, unbelievable. He was the man.
When I think of Kevin Garnett, there are two things that come to mind. When he was in Boston and he's going against LeBron, okay, and he's D'ing him up, and KG slams on the ground in front of him. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Challenging him. I think he might have lost that possession, but I think the Celtics won that game. But, hey, the Celtics won the game.
It's LeBron.
But it was still just a great moment. And then, when he went back to Minnesota his last year, and all of the young guys were amazed at how much time and how hard he was working just so he could play his 9 minutes or so per game.
Yeah.
That is Kevin Garnett. You talk about a hard worker, Kevin Garnett was one of the hardest workers, period, of all time.
I agree, for sure.
Lamar, who next?
Dennis Rodman.
Worm, baby!
The man who would get under anybody's skin. Anybody's skin. What I was watching the other day with him on the Bad Boy Pistons, and they were talking about Elgin Baylor, and they were like, okay, we got somebody to shut down Magic because Magic started getting older, and they were like, got somebody to shut down Magic. We got Kareem. We got a little defense on him, but what are we gonna do with Elgin? And they were like, Dennis, and he did, and like Dennis was doing all kind of stuff, just to tug on your jersey, push you off the block. They were talking. He was doing things, touching some. I'm not gonna get into that, but he would do that stuff, and he would just tear people up. Like if people were like, you know what, I can't do this no more. Yeah. Dennis Rodman was the best at that, man.
I remember they were playing Seattle in the finals, and I think I forgot the guy's name, Burkowski.
Yes,
he's facing him in the you're supposed to be facing this way.
Yep.
He's facing Burkowski just.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, dude, like
he was in people's
mental.
Oh man,
Yeah,
had people messed up in the post.
The worm.
Yeah, he was just, and now that his defensive ability, of course.
Then,
I mean, rebounding.
Rebounding,
man.
Isn't he considered one of the, if not the greatest rebounder ever?
He's
One of the greatest rebounders of all time.
Especially for his size.
I was about to say he was undersized for sure.
13 rebounds per game in his career.
He just had the want to, man. If he saw the ball, he was gonna get it.
Yep.
So
he was also obviously a 5-time champion.
But he was a head case, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like straight up head case.
5-time champion. 2 times with the Pistons. 3 times with the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That might earn an honor on
the best glue guy to ever play basketball, I think.
Absolutely.
I can agree with that. All right. You want to say it?
We say the best for last.
Oh,
I don't say the best. But no. Dirk Nowitzki, True Maverick.
All right, so I wanted to talk about.
See, don't do
Go ahead.
don't do that.
So
Go ahead, man.
disrespectful.
Stop being disrespectful.
I will say
your franchise only has one player.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Go ahead.
So,
I got you. Go ahead.
So,
you take the floor.
Greatest shooting big man of all time. True Maverick. Stayed in too long, but
yeah, he's still
he's definitely
playing?
He's definitely top 5. Yes, definitely
Okay.
top 5.
All right.
And still averaging like 19 points per game, even with these bad.
Is he really?
Yep.
No.
Yes.
I don't think he's out.
No.
For career, yes, he is.
No, I'm talking about
That's
this
what I'm
last
saying.
season. I'm talking about this last
No,
season.
this
Yeah,
okay.
Karl
okay.
Malone
I was
can come
about to
back.
say.
Karl Malone can come back
That's
for
what-
the year and still average 26,
But I'm saying
27
that speaks
points.
volumes of his
You're right,
scoring
bro.
volume.
You're right, bro. Michael Jordan can come back, average, and still
Michael
average.
I'm talking about
get you
this
15.
year.
He might still get you 15.
No. For career, he could still average 30 after this year
Yeah.
because he averaged so much over.
But
you can't.
I'm talking in the
don't
last
be
2 years,
throwing
he's only
that
averaged
at
like
me.
12 points a game, and he's still averaging 19, 20 points for his career.
Oh,
He's the greatest shooting big man of all time.
Nobody
there.
can disagree with that.
Okay, then. Argue there.
Except maybe Bob Pettit.
Argue there.
But that's all that Dirk's game was.
That's
though.
all it was.
That's all he
There
was.
was
And
no
now, he was the
defense.
most, in my opinion, Dirk is the most deadly trail player because when the fast break was on and everybody just didn't pay attention, Dirk would pull up in the silence and just be like, "Yep, gotcha." He was best trail player to ever play the game. But
so that's true. But
that's it.
One of the biggest moments of his career when they finally beat the Spurs. What did he do? He took the ball to the goal.
He did.
And got a 3-point play.
And they always used, what was that? That free throw play that the Celtics would run too. They would always do the pick and roll and then put Paul Pierce. Oh, it made me mad.
And then,
Ooh,
and then the 2011 finals.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys have seen those highlights. Dirk was an assassin.
Dirk was
an assassin.
I admit he was giving Miami the blues too. Oh man,
when they did whatever they made fun of him, the fake cough,
I was like, ooh, he took that too.
Just saying, go back and look at that.
I felt like Jason Terry was like his Reggie Miller was like, yeah, boy,
But I digress.
For me, I'm not high on Dirk because that was all his game was. Yes, he might have had little sparks of something here and there, but he didn't play defense. He didn't have a post game.
You don't give him props though for being the trio in the Miami. You don't give him props for that.
I do. I don't know if it's top 5 on my list.
He's top 5
to
for
be
me.
honest. Okay. I'm sure he's top 5.
We'll see when the voting comes out.
Right,
I'm gonna hold my opinions.
Let's chat. Wait. I'm hold on. Was there? What about Charles Barkley?
Oh, we forgot about Charles.
Sir Charles.
Sir Charles, yeah.
Man, Charles was
another one of those. He missed out on
undersized.
championship because of Michael Jordan. He would have had at least one. He would have had one because he made it to the finals one time against the Bulls.
He played hard.
Yeah.
He played hard. He was a good worker. He's potentially the toughest. Kevin Garnett's on this list. One of the toughest. No, he ain't tougher than Kevin McHale either.
Okay, all right. Okay.
McHale's tough.
So you don't think he's top 5?
Barkley? No.
Okay, maybe he's not top 5. Okay, now there are 2 names on this list: Elvin Hayes, Bob Pettit. Who, if we were younger, or if we were older, and if we had seen them play, we might have a different opinion. I think they both deserve to be on the top 10, but I don't know them well enough to argue for top 5.
Yeah, gotcha. Don't forget about Pau Gasol. I'm not saying he's top
really
5, but he's a very nice one. Honestly, I think one of the best passing big men to play basketball.
Okay, so let's move on.
He's just mad because we beat you with Pau Gasol.
We're not going to go into this right now.
Bynum was hurt one of those years.
Hour-ish. Stop it. You stop it. Anyway. So, number 1, Tim Duncan.
For sure.
Number 2, who has a vote for number 2?
I'm going Garnett.
Over Malone?
Yeah.
Going Kevin Garnett over Karl Malone.
Because of what he did for his team. Like, Kevin Garnett was everything.
I would put Malone and then Garnett, but that's just me.
I would put Garnett because Malone had Stockton. You had
Are you putting Malone at 3?
I put Malone at 3.
So it's up to me.
Because only reason why is because
and I can't.
You can't argue, but the only reason why is because name in Minnesota, not Boston. Name a Hall of Famer that he played with. Like, he didn't play with anybody. Just he was that dude.
The best guy he had, I think, was Sam Cassell.
Yeah, Sam Cassell, and that was past his prime.
Right, ish, yeah.
Past his prime. Yeah. So I give it.
Okay,
KG.
I'm gonna give it to KG.
I can't argue with that.
Very close. Give it to KG.
I can't argue with that. I really can't.
And I love Malone.
It's just a preference.
You know, he came from my alma mater, so.
And then Karl Malone.
The 3, yeah.
Who's number 4?
McHale.
I'm going McHale.
You got it.
I will go McHale.
Right,
I'll go McHale at number 4.
Yes.
And who's number 5?
Dirk.
Dennis Rodman.
I can't argue with that either. I can't argue, but I'm going Dirk.
I've got to go Rodman.
That's fine.
I would love to go Dirk.
It's close. But it's really close though.
It's a one-dimensional game.
And so is Rodman too. But
Rodman,
I think Rodman had such an impact on the game without touching the ball.
Right.
Like it was special. And that before that it hadn't really been done like that before.
Oh, so when we were doing the trios and I picked my trio, you basically went against Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman because you said Pippen and Rodman were not, I guess, as big of a deal. Not big of a deal. I won't say that, but you remember that?
What I said was I thought that Jordan and Pippen were much more of the reason that they won opposed to Dennis Rodman.
Okay, but you putting them in the top 5 should cement that trio as
the
best.
Right. Because you're talking about a guy with you see a player out there that you need to shut down. You're sending Dennis on him.
And like I said, I'm not going to argue,
especially in the big man era that was back then. Yeah. You're sending Dennis on that person.
I agree.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
but you know what? I think I really do think he's got good points on Dirk. That's just my personal preference for Dennis. Right at that, because he had such an impact, especially with the Bad Boy Pistons.
Yes.
Oh man, he had such an impact.
Well, I know I can't put Dirk there because I've just never been a fan.
That's fine.
Wow, you're hating on Dirk?
It's just never. I've just never been a fan.
Where would you put Dirk if you? Let's say obviously Rodman. You put him 5. Where would you put Dirk in your top 10? I'm just curious. Are you gonna tell me you're not? Oh man!
I would need to look up Bob Pettit a little more.
Wow, and
Elvin
Hayes
a little more, just to see what they were all about.
Can I walk off?
Because
would you put him above Barkley? Oh my goodness! Oh Lord! I can't believe you said that. Oh man! Dirk would barbecue chicken Barkley. Barbecue chicken. Oh, that's disrespectful, man. Wow. Man. Dirk on the block would take Barkley. Would take him. Oh. It would be dirty. It would be really dirty.
Oh, my heart hurts right now.
That was, I gotta admit, that was, wow.
Really?
You really sunk low for this one. You really sunk low.
Oh, man.
Wow. And you're still thinking about it. You're still thinking about it.
Wow. Is he even in my top 10? I'm playing. I'm playing.
With his influence on the game?
I get that. It's just...
Think about it. He's the best European player to ever play the game.
Right.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He absolutely is.
Best best European player.
Wow. At least I was like, between him and Rodman, it's almost a tie, really. Don't even put him in your top.
That's disrespectful,
8?
Man. That's disrespectful. Wow. You need to go look up some early Dirk.
He changed the game.
You go look up some early Dirk.
He changed the game.
Dirk was a bad boy.
He changed the game, literally. He changed what that position was. Like, all of a sudden, you got these stretch fours come out of nowhere.
Let's quickly revisit this next week.
Wow.
How about that?
Okay.
Let's quickly revisit this.
Let's do the top 5.
So right now, we've got Tim Duncan, Karl Malone. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Karl Malone, Kevin McHale, and Dennis Rodman / Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk, yeah.
Okay. And I will get back to you on that.
Okay.
I will get back to you on that.
I can't believe you We got you on tape now. That's
Yeah,
okay.
right,
We
that's
got you on
That's
tape.
why I was like, hold on, wait. I was
We
like,
got you on tape.
because the Chicago Bulls trio, I was like, wait, hold on, wait a minute.
Woo!
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, that whole hour-ish, we're going to
Hour-ish.
finish. We thought we were going to have plenty of time after that first quarter.